What's up, the internet? We're going to talk about a bunch of things, and we're never going to stay on topic. This is the show that has ADD. We are the ADD of the internet. This is Tangents with Nate and Todd. I'm Nate, and Todd's missing. I don't know where Todd went. I think Todd's late. What do you think, Day?
Yeah, I think he's late.
Where is he?
Just running a wee bit late.
Yeah. So, how have you been, Day? Huh? Have you had a good week? I haven't seen you in a while.
Well, I'm sick of winter. Winter sucks.
I can't go a day. I can't go a day without Tori mentioning, my wife mentioning that she doesn't want to live in cold stuff anymore. She said the air's hurting her face and it's just not cool.
Yeah.
Well, no, it is cool. It literally is cool, but she's sick of it. Sick of it.
Yes. We all need to move someplace
annoying.
warmer. Much warmer. Like, a lot warmer.
You ever vacation?
I mean, I went to Park Safari, but that's north. I don't know if you call that a vacation. And
you went to a place where it's colder.
Yeah, technically. At least it was summer when I did it. I mean, yes, Tori, I agree. It's time to move.
Move. Movie. She wrote, it's time for a movie. That's what she wrote.
No. And then...
I just blew Day's eardrums
Wow.
out.
Yeah, don't do that.
I've got myself a little soundboard now. I'm having fun with it.
Jesus.
I've got another one. I don't know where it is yet, but yeah.
The point being, unless we're talking about actually having moved, like if we're just talking vacation, I think the furthest south that I've vacationed was I went to Pennsylvania.
Oh, the old Vania, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then
where the Dutch live.
Yeah, and then out west we went to St. Louis. I've literally been no place warm. Just
you did.
For fun.
We went to St. Louis together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we drove your little douchemobile.
Yes. Hey, it's a very efficient douchemobile.
It was great. I'm not making fun of it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We call it the douchemobile, right?
Yes, that's what I have deemed it. It is the douchemobile. It's got some nice dirt decals on the side.
That was a good trip, though. I mean, got to see, we drove west and we got to see all these little things. We get to stop at that one place. That first place we stopped at, it was the gift shop, but it was Native American. Okay, so we're driving, and where was that? Was that in Indiana? I think it was Indiana.
I think so, yeah.
And so we're driving in Indiana, and we see this. I mean, larger than life. It wasn't a totem pole. It was more like this Native American statue of like kind of a standing Native American or whatever, and it just looked out of place, completely out of place. It didn't look like it was something that you should have on the side of the road in 2018. It definitely was something that we're like, it's obvious that there isn't a Native American reservation close by. So we stopped, we checked it out, and I'm telling you, there was so much stuff in there. It looked like Oriental trading is what it looked like, because it was. I don't think anything in there was authentic.
No, I mean, to be fair, there's these little plane models made out of bullet shell casings. That was kind of neat. Yeah. I don't know how authentic, but cool.
How many Native Americans did you see working there?
Oh, none. Not like the way the shop was set up, that would not have flown in New York.
No.
Not around here. No, that would be shut down so quick.
It was all white women.
Yeah.
It was all old white
women. Yes.
and the worst part, I think the worst part of it was they had like something from the 80s, a Native American headdress, like bow and arrow and stuff like that. It was just completely inappropriate. Just completely inappropriate. We took a bunch of pictures.
I had a fun time there, though. It was still fun.
We had a fun time making fun of it, actually.
Yes, that was exactly right.
But no,
man.
So you've never been to Disney?
No, I have never. So I see on Facebook, everybody's like, "Oh, gonna go to Disney again this year," and I'm like, "Oh, I'd like to go once in my lifetime, just once." I haven't been to SeaWorld. I haven't been to Disney World or Disneyland. I haven't been to Universal Studios. I haven't been to anything like that. Besides Park Safari, which is basically a giant zoo in Canada.
Yeah.
Besides that, I've been to Great Escape.
So when you went to Park Safari, did you drive through and let the animals into your vehicle?
Yeah, well, I mean, they kind of. I don't know if you let them in your vehicle so much as they push their way into your vehicle.
Do they slobber on you?
Certain ones do, like
Now,
bison.
Did you go to Park Safari before we went to St. Louis?
Yes, I had been to
You
Park
went to
Safari.
Park Safari before we went to St. Louis, so I was in your vehicle with animal slobber all over the place.
I don't think I'm not sure if I took my car to St.
Hey!
Louis.
Honey, I'm home.
Oh, we should get you a chair. It's right over there. Well, so you let me ride in your car with animal slobber? How
no,
dare you?
I don't think my car has ever been to
Todd,
Park Safari.
Since you're the
I
last one
have.
here, you want to grab me something to sip on?
Yes.
Yes. See, I'm telling you, we are the ADD of the internet.
That's right.
Isn't that right?
Did you try calling me?
No, we were calling Google Voice. We were testing it.
Oh, okay, good, because I got some weird phone numbers in my phone.
You got some weird phone numbers in your phone?
Oh my.
I don't answer phone numbers that aren't in my phone. Actually, I didn't notice until.
Yeah, so Tori, speaking of being
Oh, thank
scared
you.
of the
Thank you.
animals,
Thank you.
the worst ones were the camels. They would stick their head right in your vehicle because they wanted the whole bag of food or whatever you had.
Yeah,
They
I
would
hate.
try and take the whole thing.
We're talking about vacations because it's so cold. No one wants to be here anymore. And Colleen says, "Get this girl down to Florida." So I lived in Florida. I lived in Florida for close to 5 years. It was like 4 or some odd years. Man, it was great when I was a young, kid with no kids. But man, for me with kids, I just didn't want to be there anymore. Plus, 4.5 years flew by in a blink of an eye. There's no seasons change. It's
No.
hot and not so hot.
Yeah. But see, that's what I loved about it. I lived in Florida for a year, and besides the school, I didn't like the education system. Besides the school, it was amazing. We walked barefoot everywhere. You could go in gas stations and stores barefoot. There was always a peer party going on every Friday. Like, you always had something to do. Everybody was like just overall happier.
She just tried to sell me on Florida because she could walk into gas stations barefoot.
Yes.
That's
it was
just
very
not
nice.
hygienic. That's not a sales pitch.
It's
I'm
'cause
not a
it's so
big
nice
feet
and warm
person.
out.
So, or foot person. Some people just love feet, but cover that shit up.
Yeah, and you're walking. It's a freaking convenience store. Why would you walk in barefoot?
Can I get the tuna salad?
It's like if you're just going for a walk that day and you're like, oh hey, while I'm here, I'll just grab a drink or something. You have the option. It's not like where you go for a walk on a really hot day and then you can't go anywhere because you forgot shoes, you forgot sandals, you forgot whatever.
Tori just wrote, "We have no season change.
It's
It's
true.
cold all the time."
My bare feet would scare young children,
Big old
so I
hangovers.
cannot. No, I could show you a picture. It's bad. But
I got myself a soundboard now.
I heard something.
I've been playing with it, but it's
Vaguely.
only coming out of one side. I don't know if the audience can hear that, but it seems like it only comes out of one side.
Yeah,
It's
well.
kind of fun.
The irony of me living in Florida was I lived in Largo, which is 3 hours away from Orlando, which is where a theme park is. A really nice one.
What age were you?
I was 10. I
10?
was 9 and 10.
You were 10. You lived 1 hour,
Three.
3
I lived
hours
3
away
hours
from
away.
from Disney.
It would have been a day trip.
the greatest place on earth
Yes.
is what they say. And
Yes.
you've never been there.
Never been.
You didn't miss much. You ever been to Disney?
No,
Disney?
matter of fact, a similar kind of story, but I didn't live there. But we went down for a family vacation, and it was like about this time of year. I was in 8th grade, and my parents were like, "We can't go to Disney this year, but we'll go next year." And that next year never came. So,
They were hoping you'd forget.
Yeah.
I've played the forget card.
quite honestly, though, I don't think I missed anything. I mean, we went to Universal a couple years ago when we went down with my son, and he was quite a bit older, and that was fun.
Universal is awesome.
We did the 3D rides. We did the Harry Potter thing and Spider-Man, and it wasn't like going on a what do they call that roller coaster.
Roller coaster. Yeah. No, because
'Cause
you're technically
You're
not.
techni- I mean, I just have to in my mind
kinda only moving like
psychologically.
this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You are moving a little bit. With the Harry Potter one was pretty awesome.
I haven't done that one.
That was-
that's newer.
that was pretty awesome.
So when we lived down there, actually, I'll go back. We went to Disney back in the 80s, like 84.
Oh, this was
I remember that.
around then.
I remember little bits and pieces. I remember both my brother and I got chicken pox while we were down there.
Oh, that sounds fun.
So yeah, you're in this heat, and not only that, now you're itchy, and it sucked. It really did suck.
Well, I was in not chicken pox, but extreme sunburn. I don't know what
Ew.
you call that.
Yeah, you look
but-
like you'd burn a little.
Well, I'm pasty white. I am as white as Elmer's glue. They used to call me the pasty white boy. So
Tori's chiming in a little bit. She's like, Disney's not the greatest place on earth. We walked 15 miles in one day.
That
so
means it was fun.
we went back in like a few Septembers ago. My brother was getting married, and I still have a bunch of friends down there. And one of them, his like partner had tickets. So, and they said, if you guys want tickets, you only have to get a couple extra. We're like, heck yeah, because they are expensive. We're talking,
yeah.
I think it's like $70-$80 a pop per person, right? So it's this 4-park or 5-park pass, right? And our buddy goes with us because apparently the rest of his family doesn't like to go. So he kind of wanted someone to go. So he was on a mission. He goes, I'll go with you guys and I'll show you the ins and outs and how to get to every park.
Right.
So we go, and I'm telling you, she's not lying. He made us go to 15 parks in one day, and I'm telling you, I was chafed in places you shouldn't be chafed.
you have to hit everything you possibly can to get your money's worth.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm the opposite. I'm just
yeah.
like, look, I'm satisfied. Let's get the hell out of here.
Well, I know we stopped for lunch at one of those little eateries, right?
Mhm.
And literally we got hot dogs and potato chips.
Yeah, how much?
For I think 6 of us total. Yes, five of us total, right?
Right.
It was $78. A hot dog, chips,
$78.
and a drink. $78.
Wow.
Yeah, I could not believe it. It was nuts. I was like being like Scrooge. Oh, 4 parks, 15 miles, Sharissa. And we took one ferry and one tram. 2 trams. I don't know.